Got a follow-up question to the question that we started addressing last week as far as maintaining motivation to train and things like that. So just to fill in on where the conversation's going, the email I've got says, so last week I asked about how to get over being burnt out from powerlifting, and in all honesty, I haven't even been doing the power lifts or followed the program for about 2 weeks, but this break was really needed and I'm ready to get back at it. If you think I need to restart the program, then let's restart it. But going forward, I want more variety in my training. I have access to a lot of equipment and I never get to use, like bands, chains, strongman equipment, and so on. How can I incorporate this equipment without going too far off the program? Well, a lot of things come to mind, okay? So there's some good news here. One is that we're working on a system that we hope to release, I would say, in the next couple months, that is going to change a lot about how guided programming functions. You're going to be able to input a list of available equipment, and the program is going to get tailored to you a bit based on your equipment availability. So it's not quite as far as, a custom exercise selection like what you would get with our custom training programs, but it's closer to that. If you have equipment available, then we will make use of it. If not, then we won't. That still may not satisfy you in terms of the variation, because just because the equipment is available doesn't necessarily mean that we're going to use it. So what you'll want to do is, even once this takes effect, communicate. We have a bunch of different training groups, and we have training groups that are, I would say, not really all that powerlifting focused, but include a lot of variety. So if that's something that you're interested in, let me know and we can drop you into one of those training groups. And it can be for a little while, it can be for a long time. It's up to you. It's your program, and I just want to guide you through it. So my recommendation would be to just kind of keep those lines of communication open. If you're ready for more variation, or you want to kind of take the focus off of the power list for a little while, then let's do that. Otherwise, if you want to just make use of the tools that you've got available, then the system update's really going to help you with that. In the meantime, what you can do is come up with a few different things that you want to test out. I would say no more than 3 at a time, and go through your calendar on the RTS website and take note of what exercises you see, and just sub some out. If you're getting bored of doing pause squats, and you want to see what squats with chains is like, then that's fine. Every time you see pause squats, sub it out with squats with chains. And you can do that, I would say, with most of the programs are only going to include 3 variations for a particular class of movement. So if we're talking about assistance work for squatting, that is those exercises that are pretty close to the competition squat, but maybe have 1 or 2 small variations. So we're talking about pause squats and pin squats and chain squats and things like that. If you want to include some more variety in there, you would take note of which exercises you see and just come out with a simple substitution. This is just to kind of get you by until the new system takes effect. And then once that's taken effect, then we'll be able to manage that for you in a much more reliable way. And in fact, we'll want to shift over to that sort of thing. So for now, just do that. Come up with a substitution for yourself. Up to 3 different exercises, that is. And from there, that should get you through. That should help keep things fresh and interesting for you. And it'll keep the strategy, the overall strategy, intact. But it'll allow you to test out a few things, see how they work for you, see how you like them. And then as we move forward into some future training blocks for you, we'll be able to be a lot more robust about this and a lot more detailed.